Doesn't sound great. Right, I have got my lesson, guitar lesson, in an hour. So I've got to leave in half an hour. But whilst I get some last minute practice in, because do you remember how I said that, well, if I do half an hour a night, not really been happening. I've been kind of caught up with work. So this is what I've got. That's what I need to learn. It's just a wee bit. It's nothing mental. It's meant to sound like this. Let's see if we can play it for you. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about property stuff. Wait. Something like that. See, I just want to be, you know what I mean? So, got to plug this chatty in. This, by the way, have the amp sat right there. Don't have to worry about nothing. Just plug it in. Make it easy for you, rather than having to go away, get the amp and all that sort of stuff. So whilst I do this, I am wanting to talk about your weekly review. I just done my weekly review, and then all the things that I'm wanting to do this week that I'm lined with property and stuff. And we've had a couple problems come up already as well, which is frustrating. So the weekly review. Yes, I've done a video previously about what I'm going to do each day, right? And when it comes to what I'm going to do each day, I want to make sure that I am winning the week. Now, how do I know that I'm going to win the week, right? I know that I'm going to win the week by reviewing each week. So what did I do this week? What made me make sure that I was going to achieve those goals this week? So it's all within this planner. Remember, every single day, grab yourself one. This is my era planner. Spoke about it a couple times before. Now, the weekly review, is that this week? That is this week. That's this week. So talk about wins, accomplishments, like starting YouTube again. It doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is quite a big deal for me because I was scared of it. Now, one of the lessons that I learned from this week came from that, and it's fear equals a mile wide and an inch deep. So it looks like an ocean. The fear looks like an ocean. I'm pretty sure I've seen HMOs speak about this. And when it comes to the inch deep side of things, once you take the plunge, you realize it's only an inch deep, the water, even though it looks like it's like miles deep. You just step in and then it's only your little toes that get wet. So when it comes to starting on YouTube, or when it comes to starting a business, when it comes to looking for your first client, cold outreach, that is something worth remembering. It's not as bad as you might work it up to be in your head, because it's easy to catastrophize things, right? Oh, what if I don't find the first client? What if I go up to people and they tell me to, like, fuck off, what have they said? All these bad things about me. What if I get a bad reputation for looking desperate? Like, all these things. And then you're like, oh, it's not that bad, actually. It's not that bad. I got a bit of a rejection. Or when I put out my YouTube video, I thought that it wasn't going to be good enough. I pre-recorded 2 other videos, didn't post them because I thought, oh, it's not good enough, not good enough. Then I realized something's better than nothing. And then it turns out someone commented on that YouTube video, the one where I'm talking about the 90, almost losing, or we lost £90,000 and lost opportunity, and so I had to quit my job, right? And someone was like, this is a solid video, Scott. I watched this whilst I was cleaning my house and stuff, and then gave me a wee tip about running outside. You know what I mean? Like, rather than people commenting like harsh things, like, that was nice to know that someone's like happy to watch me whilst doing. That's how I watch a lot of my YouTube videos, like other people's YouTube videos. I watch them by just doing bits and bobs around the house, or I'll be driving and stuff. So I couldn't expect someone to just sit and watch me do this. This is wild. Yeah, so the week review. Yeah, I just went over what I've done this week and the priorities for this week. So the priorities for this week include progressing all 4 ongoing refurbs. We're currently doing drawdowns for some of them, and I'm currently filling out drawdown sheets and stuff. And I want to do site visits on different days so that you guys get to see the different site visits on different days rather than all piled into one day. That is not an efficient thing for me to do business-wise. Everything in one day is so much easier. But I noticed that I don't really want to do like all days like this where it's admin days, and you know, it's not going to be that fun for you. So if I do say site visits on Thursdays and Fridays, then that's 2 separate days. And then when we're looking for properties in our new area, I can do viewings like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and Monday can be my deep work admin day. You know, like that sort of thing. And another one that I put in is meet the people that reached out to me from the posts that I done the other day. So on my second last video, I done a bit of it where I basically posted on social media, like, this is the area I want to meet people in. I'm coming to this new area. We've done well in this current area, but we're looking to expand in this new area. If you're in this new area and would like to work to it, and it's not as bad as this, and would like to work together, feel free to comment below or reach me in private DMs and we'll get chatting. So I'm slowly getting back to all of those people and then arranging meetings and stuff. So that's pretty sick. Might meet some like new lifelong friends, because that can always happen too. So rather than me framing it as like, oh, what if they're not going to like me, or what if they're not going to tell me anything, like what if they're not going to help me, what if they're going to think like I'm an idiot or anything, just flip it. Like this could be a new opportunity for me to help a bunch of people. They can all help me. I can have lifelong friends. Like some people in this current area are coming to my wedding like next year. So you don't realize who you're going to meet and how much of a deep impact these people are going to have on you. So it's just an opportunity to not only like grow the business and grow the network that way, but to also grow my personal network, like my friends and stuff. I think it's a bit of a personal and business goal. So another one was run the half marathon. Run the London half marathon on Sunday. What was I playing at? I can only run like 7 miles just now. And at the start of this year, I was feeling all motivational. I was feeling all, oh, look at me, I can do whatever I want this year. I can take on anything. It's halfway through my training. I should be able to do a half marathon for the full marathon. So I'll sign up, 50 quid, bish bash bosh. And then forgot about it. And then this chatty came through. This thing came through. And it's my number for it. I don't know if I should post that. Should I? It's only a number, who cares? Yeah, I think I've already done myself here. So I'm going to have to do a half marathon on Sunday. I'll record that. And I'll make sure that you guys get to see what it's like running your first half marathon. I'm doing couch to London marathon, like couch to London marathon. That, if you are thinking, I don't know if I can run a marathon, but I already run, or I don't run, and I don't think I can run the London marathon. I am doing couch to marathon. Like I'm not a runner. I never liked running. When I done cross country in school, like I hated running. Like it was just, I came last each time. I could run fast, but not far. That was literally me summed up. So doing this sort of thing is just an absolute test of my ability, test my limits. I'm fucking testing my patience these days. Like honest to God, it just feels like this running is endless. So yeah, I mean, I could have a positive mindset and just be like, oh look, you got to say that you like it. You got to say that you enjoy it. You got to talk yourself into it. Speak more positively. I do that, but not when it comes to running. Sometimes I do feel positive about it. But London half marathon on Sunday. If you're interested in like running, or you might do your couch to 5K, you might do anything like that. You might do something that's a bit bold, right? I done couch to 5K a couple of years ago. That was scary. That was intense, and I enjoyed it though. But yeah, when it comes to this Sunday, I'm going to document it and let you know what it's like to run your first event. I've never ran an event. Like never got like a medal, like not done anything, never had like a number on my chest or anything. So this is like a full first for me. Fucking first everywhere these days. Run 3 times, yeah, run 3 times, bish bash bosh, make sure I get that consistent running in, and record 6 YouTube videos. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to put you through my to-do list all over again, but what I do want to talk about today is, how did I know when it was the right time to like quit my job? Because quitting my job's been the biggest thing that's happened lately, and I want to kind of like talk about it a wee bit, because I know you may be watching this, you want to quit your job, whether it's in property, whether it's in anything else like drop shipping, any other kind of business, you know, like there's loads of kinds. But you might be thinking to yourself like, I'm ready to quit my job, or my goal is to quit my job. What's that actually like? So I got a somewhat of a unique perspective, in the sense that I've quit my job twice, and one time it didn't work. Now, I'll talk about the first time, then I'll talk about this time, because this time I hope it's going to work, right? So the first time when I quit my job, I was going to move to Sheffield. Like I was moving down here, and that was after I'd done my first flip. So I'd done my flip, took a year, it was terrible. Well, the end product was great, but the year was like terrible, because I had to self-teach on myself. I was a lifeguard, had no idea what I was actually doing. So right, let's remember what I was talking about. I'm getting a call. I've followed up with HMO licensing to see what they're saying about the wardrobes, because it was quite a vague answer, and I want a specific one. But it seems like we can have doors. Right, I'm going to shoot off, but I'll let you know what they say. All right, brother. Bye bye. It's the builder with a wee update. Pretty solid. Start of the week update. I like to know what's going on. Make sure everyone's doing it. They were working over the weekend, which is sick. What was I talking about? So I was quitting my job. Unique perspective. Right, I was lifeguarding in Scotland, and I was doing it to obviously fund myself in the flip, right? And I then went and quit my job. Once I'd done the flip, I had about 25,000 saved up from the flip, and I went down to Sheffield. So I've already done a video on this, but long story short, I watched my money go down to zero throughout that year of moving down here. So I wasn't getting any clients. I wasn't finding any deals. Finally one, I got $2,000, but that didn't cover barely any of the costs. So I was spending money on websites that I didn't need, spending ages on logos, Facebook marketing. I was spending a $5 or $10 a day, and that was like death by 1,000 paper cuts, really, because that's not enough in order to get what you want. But I thought that sort of marketing would get me clients, but it just didn't. And it does if you do it the correct way and you learn how to do it and you spend enough knowing how to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just, done a shit ad and £10 a day, and that was just death by 1,000 paper cuts, really. Watched it go down to zero and had to go back to work in October of that year. Now, that year was 2023. Went back to work, started building Think Property with business partner Michael. And whilst I was doing that, I was working 30 hours a week at Ponds Forge in Sheffield. Like, that was a lifeguarding job that I had. Now, done all of that, and now I'm back to quitting my job again. So why did I quit my job properly? This time, it was basically, we lost a lot of lost opportunity, and I spoke about it in a couple of videos ago. But I don't think I really hammered down the point. If you are building your business right now and you're working at a part-time job, take into account, or a full-time job or whatever, take into account the lost opportunity. If you're turning down business and turning down clients, start factoring that into costs or like a separate spreadsheet and be like, okay, turning down one client may not be that bad because I still need to like start paying myself and stuff. But then see if that starts adding up. What would happen if I could take on these clients? And that's the thought process that I had to myself. And essentially, it got to a point that I was losing that much money and lost opportunity. It was extremely unreasonable for me to be at work. I say work, like Ponds Forge lifeguarding. So it was unreasonable for me to be there. So then I thought, right, going to have to quit and take the plunge again. That feeling of quitting my job again, it was like a beautiful realization, like, holy shit, I can do this. Excellent. No one there. Shit. Right, I'm putting on Do Not Disturb. I need to focus on this video because it's not normal for me to do this. Basically, I realized, like, I've got a business now. I've got an income. I'm not quitting with no prospects or anything. I am able to pay myself. So I sat down, crunched the numbers, and I was like, okay, we're able to pay ourselves because all of this money started to come in, all of these projects, project coordination fees, the sourcing fees, case management fees, like, we're all getting paid and stuff, and able to set up a PAYE with my accountant and stuff, and crunched all the numbers. Immediately then after that, handed in the notice now. It was one of those feelings that, yes, I could do it, all the euphoric, all the buzzing, right? But as the weeks went by and it's got closer to like the day of, like, my last day on the job, I was like, shit, I'm not gonna have this stable income. If all else fails, I'm not gonna have a stable income. And then I was like, oh crap, like, all these like feelings, the doubt starts creeping in. That's what you'll experience. The doubt will start settling in. But then you gotta remind yourself, there's another job. Like, there's thousands of lifeguarding jobs out there, in my perspective, right? If you're already earning like $100,000 a year, it might be a bit more tough, but with your experience, you would be able to find another job, I'm sure. But for me, I was like, there's thousands of minimum wage jobs out there. I don't care, like, if it doesn't work out again, if Think Property doesn't work out again, then I'll go back to another minimum wage job, and I'll try again, and I'll try again, and I'll try again, and I'll try again, and I'll not stop until I succeed, right? That's the sort of mindset that I started to have. So then it got to the point I was like final day of the job, got nostalgic, like because I loved the people there, but it was just a matter of I don't care how hard I've got to work. I've got to make sure that I do not go back to working for someone else again, in that employment side of things. Not bashing anyone that does, but for me, from my point of view, I don't really work well in that structure. So it's just the way I am and who I am. It's just, that's it. So now that I have quit my job, it's a lot more free time has come up. And what do you do with that free time? That's when I really started honing in on this journal. This is my era one, to structure each day and block out time in my calendar. So I already done it before, but now I'm really regimented with it. And I make sure that I do what I say, what I'm going to do. Because yes, I've got all this free time, but there's no point using that free time to sit on TikTok and watch shit like a Scottish guy on YouTube playing the guitar, chatting shit, right? Yeah, it's I needed to block out time and make sure that I was doing the right things, working on the business and in the business. So I was already working in the business. I was working only in the business when I was like lifeguarding. I never had time to work on the business. So now I've got time to work on the business. And that's what I really want to document with you guys. Like I've started booking all of these things like meetings, networking events, and more site visits. We've got more deals completing. And I'm going to document all that. But yeah, I think this video, I just want to talk you through what it's like to quit your job again and have that fear, what it's like. Yeah, I think this time it's going to work out a lot better. I do think it's going to work out a lot better. I'm going to work on the business in the sense like growing the network, growing the brand, building all the systems like for email marketing and social media, and building, scaling into new areas, you know, and building all these connections. Like these are big things that move that needle forward that I wasn't doing before. So yeah, I think when you quit your job, you will find that you've got a lot of extra free time, which is what you wanted. But it's easy to go, oh shit, what do I do? Now, just remember, like having something like this will basically point you in that right direction and be like a sat nav for you. And you will be able to fill up your day like that, right? Just fill up your day. Another thing that I done was just join a couple of groups like Freedom Warriors. That's a solid group, a goal setting group. And we do deep work sessions. We do weekly, basically week reviews together. I've joined like HMO groups and stuff. Basically, I want to be still surrounded by people and still meeting people and stuff. I don't want to be isolated and on my own, you know? So that's something I also recommend as well. When you quit your job, join groups, still go out and see people, because your job, believe whether you liked it or not, got you interacting with people. It got you out of the house. So yeah, when it comes to quitting your job, definitely find a group and stick to it. Whether it's networking groups, weekly calls, whatever, just surround yourself by people in the industry, surround yourself by people who are doing what you want to do, and you'll naturally get a lot of value from them and be able to provide value yourself, hopefully. That's the main thing. Now, right, I'm off to my guitar lesson. Chatted shit for a wee while. Basically, goal setting and what it's like to quit your job. That was the theme of this video, because if you are going to be an entrepreneur, if you're going to do deal packaging and property, you are hopefully going to reach this stage, and I'm just wanting to tell you what it's like. It's scary, but it's also the most exciting, thrilling, like adventurous feeling. I don't know what's going to happen each week now. Yes, I've got like a plan that I need to do, but anything could come up. Like the world's like the oyster now, you know. It's like that's the feeling. It's really exciting, but it's also a bit daunting, especially when you know what it's like to have it not work out before. Yeah, that's what it's like. I can't really say much else. That's my experience. If you enjoyed this, just like and subscribe, comment below. I'm more than happy to talk about whatever you guys like enjoy watching. Stay tuned for more out in the field stuff. These admin days are soon coming to an end. Cheers.